warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma yatasaalun 'anil naba'il 'adzim alladzi hum fihi mukhtalifun. Kalla saya'lamun, thumma kalla saya'lamun. Alam naj'alil arda mihada wal jibala awtada wa khalaqnakum azwaja wa ja'alna nawmakum subata wa ja'alna al-laila libasa wa ja'alna an-nahara ma'asha wa banayna fawqakum sab'an shidada wa ja'alna sirajan wahaja wa anzalna minal mu'sirati ma'an thajjaja linukhrija bihi habban wa nabata wa jannatil alfafa. Inna yawmal fasli kana miqata yawma yunfakhu fis-suri fatatuna afwaja wa futihatis samaa'u fakanat abwaba wa suyiratil jibalu fakanat saraba. Inna jahannama kanat mirsada littaghina ma'aba labithina fiha ahqaba la yadhuquna fiha bardan wa la sharaba illa hamiman wa ghassaqa jazaa'an wifaqa. Innahum kanu la yarjuna hisaba wa kadzabu bi ayatina kidzaba wa kulla shay'in ahsaynahu kitaba fadhuku falan nazidakum illa adaba. Inna lil muttaqina mafaza hadaika wa a'naba wa kawa'iba asraba wa ka'san dihaqa la yasma'una fiha lagwan wa la kizaba jazaa'an min rabbika 'ata'an hisaba. Rabbis samawati wal ardi wa ma bainahuma ar-rahman la yamlikuna minhu khitaba. Yawma yaqumur ruhu wal malaikatu saffa la yatakallamuna illa man adina lahu ar-rahman wa qala sawaba. Dzalikal yawmul haqq faman syaa'a ittakhadha ila rabbih ma'aba. Inna a'adnakum adzaban qariban yawma yanzurul mar'u ma qaddamat yadah yawma yanzurul mar'u ma qaddamat yadahu wa yaqulul kafiruna ya laitani kuntu turaba. Sadaqallahul azim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Next is Reza.
Boys next week, get ready, okay?
Hujan ayos. Suraka 10. بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذبا فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا إذ أوى الفتية إلى الكهف فقالوا ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا فضربنا على آذانهم في الكهف سنين عددا ثم بعثناهم لنعلم أي الحزبين أحصى لما لبثوا أمدا نحن نقص عليك نبأهم بالحق إنهم فتية آمنوا بربهم وزدناهم هدى وربطنا على قلوبهم إذ قاموا فقالوا ربنا رب السماوات والأرض لن ندعو من دونه إلها لقد قلنا إذا شططا هؤلاء قوم اتخذوا من دونه آلهة لولا يأتون عليهم بسلطان بين فمن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا. صدق الله العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله إن الله سميع عليم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم. إن الذين ينادونك من وراء الحجرات أكثرهم لا يعقلون. ولو أنهم صبروا حتى تخرج إليهم لكان خيرا لهم والله غفور رحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. واعلموا أن فيكم رسول الله لو يطيعكم في كثير من الأمر لعنتم ولكن الله حبب إليكم الإيمان وزينه في قلوبكم وكره إليكم الكفر والفسوق والعصيان أولئك هم الراشدون فضلا من الله ونعمة والله عليم حكيم. وإن طائفتان من المؤمنين اقتتلوا فأصلحوا بينهما فإن بغت إحداهما على الأخرى فقاتلوا التي تبغي حتى تفيء إلى أمر الله فإن فاءت فأصلحوا بينهما بالعدل واقسطوا إن الله يحب المقسطين. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فاصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهم ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم وإن تطيعوا الله ورسوله لا يلدكم من أعمالكم شيئا إن الله غفور رحيم. إنما المؤمنين الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله ثم لم يرتابوا وجاهدوا بأموالهم وأنفسهم في سبيل الله أولئك هم الصادقون. قل أتعلمون الله بدينكم والله يعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض والله بكل شيء عليم. يمنون عليك أن أسلموا قل لا تمنوا علي إسلامكم بل الله يمن عليكم أن هداكم للإيمان إن كنتم صادقين. إن الله يعلم غيب السماوات والأرض والله بصير بما تعملون.
Never mind, it's okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولا يتمنونه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا التجارة أو لهوا فضوا إليها وتركوه قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين صدق الله العظيم.
I read anything I want, right? I read anything I want. Okay. Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha 3 times. So 21 ayats. That's 70 ayats. I read Al-Alaq. Yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I read. Alright. I'm not gonna be like Shakil. Right. Oh, sujud, right? Alright. A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min 'alaq. Iqra wa rabbukal akram. Alladzi 'allama bil qalam. 'Allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Kalla innal insana la yatgha ar-ra'ahu istaghna inna ila rabbikar ruj'a ara'aital ladzi yanha abdan idza shalla ara'aita in kana 'alal huda aw amara bit taqwa ara'aita in kadzdzaba wa tawalla alam ya'lam bi anna allaha yara kalla la illam bang tahila nafsa bin nasiyah nasiyatin kadhibatin khati'ah falyad'u nadiyah sanad'u zabaniyah kalla la tuti'hu wasjud wa qtarib. You come with me, man. Sujud with me.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها المدثر قم فأنذر وربك فكبر وثيابك فطهر والرجز فاهجر ولا تمنن تستكثر ولربك فاصبر فإذا نكر في الناقور فذلك يومئذ يوم عسير على الكافرين غير يسير ذرني ومن خلقت وحيدا وجعلت له مالا ممدودا وبنين شهودا ومهدت له تمهيدا ثم يطمع أن أزيد كلا إنه كان لآياتنا عنيد سأرهقه صعودا إنه فكر وقدر فقتل كيف قدر ثم قتل كيف قدر ثم نظر ثم عبس وبصر ثم أدبر واستكبر فقال إن هذا إلا سحر يحسر إن هذا إلا قول البشر سأصليه سقر وما أدراك ما سقر لا تبقي ولا تذر لواحة للبشر عليها 19 وما جعلنا أصحاب النار إلا ملائكة وما جعلنا عدتهم إلى فتنة للذين كفروا ليستيقن الذين أوتوا الكتاب ويزداد الذين آمنوا إيمانا ولا يرتاب الذين أوتوا الكتاب والمؤمنون وليقول الذين في قلوبهم مرض والكافرون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا كذلك يضل الله من يشاء ويهدي من يشاء وما يعلم جنود ربك إلا هو وما هي إلا ذكرى للبشر صدق الله العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لم تقولون ما لا تفعلون كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون إن الله يحب الذين يقاتلون في سبيله صفا كأنهم بنيان مرصوص وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم لم تؤذونني وقد تعلمون أني رسول الله إليكم فلما زاغوا أزاغ الله قلوبهم والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين وإذ قال عيسى ابن مريم يا بني إسرائيل إني رسول الله إليكم مصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد فلما جاءهم بالبينات قالوا هذا سحر مبين ومن أظلم ممن افترى على الله الكذب وهو يدعى إلى الإسلام والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين يريدون ليطفئوا النور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم من عذاب أليم تؤمنون بالله ورسوله وتجاهدون في سبيل الله بأموالكم وأنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون يغفر لكم ذنوبكم ويدخلكم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ومساكن طيبة في جنات عدن ذلك الفوز العظيم. وأخرى تحبونها نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا أنصار الله كما قال عيسى ابن مريم للحواريين من أنصاري إلى الله قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله فآمن طائفة من بني إسرائيل وكفر طائفة فأيدنا الذين آمنوا على عدوهم فأصبحوا ظاهرين. صدق الله العظيم.
Bro. Okay. Ready? A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'tainakal kautsar fasholli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Sadaqallahul adzim.
والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بتقواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها. صدق الله العظيم. Don't look at me, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عبس وتولى أن جاءه الأعمى وما يدريك لعله يزكى أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يغشى فأنت عنه تلهى كلا إنها تذكرة فمن شاء ذكره في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة بأيدي سفرة كرام بررة قتل الإنسان ما أكفره من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة خلقه فقدره ثم السبيل يسره ثم أماته فأقبره ثم إذا شاء أنشره كلا لما يقض ما أمره فلينظر الإنسان إلا طعامه أنا خلقنا الماء صبا ثم شققنا الأرض شقا فأنبتنا فيها حبا وعنبا وقبا وزيتونا ونحلا وحدائق غلبا وفاكهة وأبا متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الصاخة يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه لكل امرئ منهم يومئذ شأن يغنيه وجوه يومئذ مسفرة ضاحكة مستبشرة ووجوه يومئذ عليها غبرة ترهقها قترة أولئك هم الكفرة الفجرة. صدق الله العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعطرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في السور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وقواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا صدق الله العظيم.
I'll just take it out. No, I need the password. Is that Wi-Fi, brother? Is that Wi-Fi? 5G? Al Hikmah or the 5G one? There's two. Al Hikmah and there's 5G. Oh, that's a lot. This one?
No. 5G.
Second?
Yeah.
I thought it was downloaded, but it wasn't. Okay. That's okay. I have my thing. Yeah. Shukran. So you can have your own one right here. How long do I have? 15? Okay. Sounds, yeah.
15, 20 minutes?
No, 8, 15, 20, so like 35 minutes. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I apologize. There was a lot of traffic and I had to leave work a little late. So, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Amma ba'd. So today's topic is going to be, if you didn't see the flyer, about Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. So I had some activities prepared, but because we're a little crunch for time, it will be more representation and you listen in, okay? So I'll tell you the overview of the story of Prophet Yusuf, his life as mentioned in the Quran. And then at the end, we'll talk about some of the lessons that we can learn, especially catered to the youth of nowadays. So Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, he was born. His father is, his name is Yaqub. He's also a prophet. So Prophet Yusuf himself obviously is a prophet. His father is a prophet. His father's father, who is his grandfather, is Ishaq, who's also a prophet. Ishaq's father is, as we all know, Ibrahim, who's also a prophet. So he comes from a very long lineage of prophets, a noble family. So Prophet Yusuf, some of you guys might have like big families. You think 5 or 6 is big, but he had 11 siblings, not including himself. So he had a very large family. They were all boys. He had 10 older siblings and 1 younger sibling. So he had obviously a mother and a father. They're from an area which is now the equivalent to like Palestine, Jordan, Syria. They're from that area. It's called Levant. So Prophet Yusuf, even when he was very young, one of his trademark is that he's a very beautiful child. So he's well known for his beauty. And then he got that beauty from his mother's side, actually. So his mother is also known for being very beautiful. So his father has 12 children, and Prophet Yusuf was his favorite. Not because of his beauty, just so you know, people think, beautiful people have it easy in life. Prophet Yaqub actually liked Prophet Yusuf because Prophet Yusuf, even at a young age, has very good manners. And he had very good character. That was a standout above his siblings. So the point to remember is that it's not really beauty that counts. What counts more is your manner, how you deal with other people, and how you carry yourself. So according to a hadith narrated by Abu Huraira, Prophet ﷺ was asked, who is the most honorable person among the mankind? So people that existed since day one until the end of time. And then he answered that it was Prophet Yusuf. So we're going to learn why he's the most honorable person. So that's a little bit of his background story. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Prophet Yusuf growing up, his childhood. So as I mentioned before, his father's favorite son was Prophet Yusuf. He also had 11 other brothers, so that caused a lot of jealousy, as you can imagine. So the 10 older siblings, they always used to pick on Prophet Yusuf. You know, they wanted to drive a wedge. So Prophet Yusuf is no longer the favorite. So they were competing for attention, which is something we can all relate to. So it got to a point that they came up with like a very evil plan. They say we're gonna kidnap Yusuf. Just say that we're taking him out on a trip. We'll bring him back by nighttime. But what they actually did was they pushed Prophet Yusuf into a well and they left him there. They returned back to their father and just made up a lie, just saying that we really tried, but a wolf, like an animal, a wolf came and ate up Prophet Yusuf. So that was the story that they came up with. So the father obviously know that the sons are all lying, but he said, okay, I'm gonna be patient. I know Yusuf is still alive. Like, mind you, he is a prophet himself, so he knows that Prophet Yusuf is still alive, but he accepted their story. So what happened to Prophet Yusuf? Now he's at the well, which is like maybe 10-20 feet deep. He's hungry, he's hurt. He has no one coming to help him. So a group of travelers passed by him. They're Egyptian people, and then they were trying to get some water from the well, and then they lowered the bucket and it hit a little child at the bottom of the well. So they're like, who is this child? Let's help him out. So they picked him up, and they realized a very beautiful, good-looking kid. There's no parents around. So they say, okay, we'll take him back to Egypt. And then once he got back to Egypt, unfortunately, they sold him off as a slave. So he came from a very noble family. Like I told you, his great-grandfather's a prophet, grandfather's a prophet, father's a prophet, and now he's sold off as a slave in a very foreign land. So he was sold to the governor of Egypt at the time, only known by his title as Al-Aziz. So, this is Prophet Yusuf in his teenage years now. He's growing up under the governor of the Egypt. Even though he's a slave, they treat him very well. They treat him as his own son. So he was growing up in a powerful, noble family, and then he's learning how to play the politics game, how to take care of business management, how to run a business. So he's learning all the good things. Now this is his young adulthood. I'm trying to rush through it. If you have questions, if you want to clarify, we can do it at the end. So Prophet Yusuf is now a young adult. So say someone in their 20s. It was at this time that his beauty is being recognized. So the Al-Aziz, the governor of Egypt, had a young wife. And then, she lived with Prophet Yusuf. Obviously, they lived in the same household. And then she really desired him because, he was beautiful, he's youthful. So she tried to seduce him. But Prophet Yusuf refused. He said, I fear Allah, I'm not going to commit this. He also respected the fact that, Al-Aziz, the governor of Egypt, this is the wife of it. I'm not going to betray the trust. I live in his house. I'm going to honor him. So Al-Aziz, he found out about this thing. I mean, a lot of you guys might know about it. Prophet Yusuf was running away from him. The wife was trying to grab him by the shirt. The shirt ripped from the back. So the judge ruled that, okay, obviously he was running away. He's not the guilty party. So what would happen was, so Al-Aziz's wife, again, she wanted to reclaim her honors. So a lot of girls, a lot of noble women around her family and her member of the court, they making fun of her. They how could you go after this young boy? What's wrong with you? You're married to the governor. So she organized a little party. She said, why don't you guys come over to my house? We'll have a little party. So toward the end of the party, they consumed all the food. She gave the woman some fruits and veggies and some knives. So they having a little dessert basically. And then she brought Prophet Yusuf over. This is how beautiful he was that all the women, while they staring at him, they end up cutting up their own fingers, slicing it, cutting it. They didn't even realize it. You might think how is that even possible? Think about a time you were playing a video game, you couldn't pause it, you play for 3 hours straight, you're hungry, you're thirsty, your eyes are hurting, but you don't feel any pain, right? You just want to finish this game, get to the end of it. This is how it is. So when you truly obsessed with something, when you truly love something, you're willing to put in any amount of pain just to see it. So Al-Aziz, obviously he has to side with his wife. So he said, okay, what? We're going to send Yusuf to jail, okay? Even though he's not the wrong party, but we're going to send him to jail. So this is the lowest point of Prophet Yusuf's life. Now he's in prison. He's a young adult. He is removed from his family. His family is back in Syria, Palestine area. He's in Egypt. He doesn't know what happened to them. They don't know what happened to him. Obviously, he came from a very high, noble family. Now he's in a prison, just as a prisoner. He doesn't know when or if he will ever get out of the prison. So there were two jailmates that Prophet Yusuf had. You know, they used to be one used to serve like drinks to the king, and one used to cook food for the king. They're both in prison. So they have weird dreams, and then they ask like Prophet Yusuf, "Oh, you seem like a noble guy. You know, you seem smart, intelligent. Can you tell me what these dreams are?" So they told him his weird dreams, and he said, "Okay, one of you is gonna be free. You go back to being the king's servant. You get your old job back. But one of you is gonna be receiving the death sentence, and you're gonna die soon." So lo and behold, the dreams became reality. How does he know these dreams? Because Allah gave him the prophethood. So every prophet has like a unique quality to them. The unique quality of Prophet Yusuf is that he can interpret these dreams and visions that we have. Not everyone could do it. It's a very special ability. So even at his lowest point, right, some of the lessons that we can learn is that Prophet Yusuf in prison, he's still talking about how there's only one God worthy of worship. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah actually. So he's still preaching the religion. He didn't lose faith. He's still hopeful that one day his honor will be restored. People will realize that I didn't do anything wrong. So one day, the king of Egypt, this is the main king of Egypt, he had a dream. It's a very weird dream. In his dream, he saw 7 skinny cows being eaten up by 7 fat cows. And then he also saw like 7 pieces of corn that are being replaced by 7 dry, shriveled up pieces of corn. He didn't know what to make of it, so he asked all the smart people in his court, he asked everyone in Egypt. He put out a reward saying that if anyone could like interpret this dream for him, he will be rewarded. So that's when the king's servant, he remembered, oh yeah, Yusuf, he's good at like interpreting dream and stuff, so let me ask him. So he told him about the Yusuf, so the king said, okay, you know what, bring that prisoner to my court. I'll tell him about my dream, let's see what he thinks of it. So because Prophet Yusuf has this special ability, he correctly said that, okay, what your dream is saying is basically for 7 years, Egypt will go through like great economy. Everything will grow well. There will be a lot of food. But in the next 7 years, so 7 years from now, you're going to go through a really, really bad economy. There will be food shortages. Nothing will grow on the land. So what you have to do is during this 7 years of good times, save up your extra food, store a lot of extra food. So when the bad times come, people won't suffer. So the king was super impressed with him. So the king said, okay, you know what? This is a very smart young man. I'm going to put him in charge of warehouses. So what does that mean in equivalent of like today's term? Imagine like you're CEO of Amazon now. You have all the products in your possession. You take care of all the logistics. You take care of who gets what. You're basically in charge of Amazon now. So this is going to be the concluding part of Prophet Yusuf's story. He's slowly rising up in power now. So now he is in charge of all the food, all the economy of Egypt. He is now Al-Aziz of Egypt. He's now the governor of Egypt. So, like I told you, he comes from Palestine, Jordan, Syria area. So his family was affected by famine. Like they didn't have enough food. They were like running low on food. So they say, you know what? Yaqub alayhi salam, the father of those 11 brothers, he sent them to Egypt. You know what? Ask them for help. Maybe the king will help you guys out. So the brothers came to Egypt and they met Prophet Yusuf. They didn't realize that was his brother. Because he's like a high level authority figure now. They didn't see him as that little brother when he was like 12, 16 years old when they pushed him down the well. So they asked, the Al-Aziz, which is Yusuf, oh, can you give us some food? Because like our people are starving, our family is going through a really hard time. So Prophet Yusuf gave them some food and he sent them back. He asked about, oh, what happened to your youngest brother? I don't see him. Next time you come, if you bring your younger brother, we'll give you more food. So this is how he tempted them. So the brothers went back. They say, you know what? If we bring our youngest brother, who is younger than Yusuf, we're going to get more food this time. So they brought back the younger brother. It's a long story. If you want to read it, it's in Surah Yusuf. So at the end of the day, basically, Prophet Yusuf, retained his older brother. He sent his brothers back, say, you know what? Bring back the father, bring back the mother, bring your whole family and come to Egypt. So when they all showed up to Egypt in the king's court, that's when Prophet Yusuf revealed that, look, I am Yusuf. They couldn't believe it. They're like, no, you're not Yusuf. They're like, yes, I am Yusuf. Remember, I'm your brother. He named them by names. He told them information that only a family member would know. That's when they realized, wow, we have been wrong. Like, Yusuf that we sent, like we basically pushed him to his death, but now he rose to like great, great ability. So Yusuf alayhi salam at a very young age, he had a weird dream. He didn't know what to make of it. The dream that he saw the sun, the moon, and 11 stars like bowing down to him. So only at that time when he realized that when he saw his brothers, so 11 brothers, his mother and his father bowing down because they they appreciate him. It's not bowing down like making sujood. It's more like they appreciate him for what he has done, what he has become. Then they realize that, oh, this is what my dream meant. So the sun and the moon are my father and my mother. And 11 stars are my siblings. So they're like the stories of Yusuf alayhi salam. I mean, the Quran is mentioned that this is the best story, the chapter of Yusuf. So I highly encourage all of you to read into it. There are a lot of lessons that we can learn from Surah Yusuf. So I'm gonna hand it to my wife. She can share some of the lessons that we can learn from Surah Yusuf. If you have any question about Surah Yusuf, now will be the time to ask. If not, we'll go into the main lessons that we can learn from Surah Yusuf.
Alright, so the first lesson that we want to talk to you guys about is sibling rivalry. So as you know from the story, Prophet Yusuf's 10 siblings were really jealous of him, and that led them to do this whole thing where they dropped him in the well. And the lesson from that is not to be jealous of your siblings. So if you're the one who's the favored child, or if you feel that way from your parents, don't push that into your other siblings' face, like I'm the favored one. Or if the opposite, if you're not feeling like you're the favorite, don't feel down and that you're not, because at the end of the day, remember, you guys are all one family and your parents love you all equally. And also, when you bring other people down, like your siblings, or you wish bad upon them, that's not going to actually make you feel any better. It's going to probably make you feel worse, or something could end up happening. You could make a bad wish on your sibling. So just work on yourself and be the best version of yourself so you can be a role model for your siblings, whether you're the older sibling or the younger one, and help each other out rather than be jealous of each other or fight with each other. Try not to hold grudges against each other, like the way Yusuf's siblings were all very jealous. They held a grudge for so long. Try not to do that. Instead, be more forgiving, be merciful, joke around, play with your siblings, because Prophet Yusuf at the end forgave all of his brothers, even though he had the full power to take revenge over them. He could have done something really bad to his brothers to get back at them, but he didn't, and he just forgave them, which is the best thing to do. So the next lesson is about observing patience. So there's always going to be challenges and difficulties in all of our lives, right? But with Prophet Yusuf, he was faced with so many different challenges, but he still kept going, and he was really patient throughout all those trials that he had to deal with. So whenever something bad happens to you, or you're having trouble with staying away from the haram, or with giving in, or with doing something good, doing the halal, try to incorporate more patience throughout those times. You can seek support from your family, your siblings, your friends, just to relate that, going through this is tough, but we're going to make it through together. Because basically, patience is the most necessary thing when it's the hardest time. So the more patience you have during the toughest times, the more likely you're going to be able to overcome those challenges and then not let them get to you so much. So for example, patience after the struggle is not the same as for example, if you want the latest iPhone but your parents won't buy it for you, even after you got straight A's, be patient and try to understand why your parents are doing that. There could be a reason. Maybe they just got you something and it's not the best time yet. And try to understand where they're coming from too. With that patience, you'll get it one day. Try to be hopeful and give your parents that benefit of the doubt. Another lesson is the very special place that youth have, the status of youth in Islam. Because I don't know if you guys are aware, but there are different shades that people will be under on the day of judgment when there's a hot blazing sun and no one will be shaded. So one of those people are going to be young people like you guys who grew up in worship. So if you were a young person that was in the masjid like now, seeking knowledge, being with good company, that is one of the signs that you can be shaded on the day of judgment when there will be no shade and it will be extremely hot and painful, but you'll have a shade over you to comfort you. So, the other hadith about this is that you should take advantage of your youth before your old age. So right now, by coming here, for example, you guys are taking advantage, making use of your time. You can be out doing other bad things, right? But you're in this place. So that's an example of what you can do. Take advantage of while you're young before you get old. Because when you're old, and then you start feeling guilty and then you ask for repentance, it's not the same. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves it when you're young and you already want to please Him and you're thirsty for knowledge and you're coming. It's just like the value of that is so much heavier than if you're an older person, because that's, by then everyone who's old is like all worried about like going to, the hellfire and stuff. So it's not as valuable as when you were young, and because it's like easier right now for you to fall under temptations. So speaking of temptations, right now, of course, at this age, it's very easy to fall under all the evil temptations out there, right? So we have all kinds of things out there, music, fashion, violence, risky behavior, YOLO culture. But if you hold on to your religion, then you will be the most successful. And I know that's hard and easier said than done, but just being in a community like this, being able to talk to at least one friend who's also Muslim or who's also going through something similar, and using each other to support each other will get you through those tough times, so that you don't feel like the odd one out, because it's otherwise really easy to give in to the majority. And then also, just like Yusuf was tempted, you will be tempted, right? So he was tempted by the minister's wife. There will be times where you will be tempted. But instead of giving in to those temptations, he was able to rise above it and face those failures and difficulties. So a lot of that had to do with his strong faith and character, and just trying to be the best version of yourself every day. And whatever little mistakes, every day you'll have setbacks, but you'll also try to focus on something positive that went well. So reward yourself for when you do, rise above and overcome a temptation. And then the final lesson is bullying. So how to deal with bullying and peer pressure, because Yusuf alayhi salam had 10 bullies all around him. His own siblings were against him at a very young age. So imagine if your own siblings are your bullies. I mean, he had it really bad. And what he did was, to address that, was he told his father, who was an authority figure, about what kind of difficulties he's facing. So one solution is, first of all, don't keep it to yourself. If you're feeling really bad about being...
Guys, this is really important for you, how to deal with bullying. You will deal with it. If not now, in the very 1 to 2 years from now, you will deal with it. So just pay attention, please. We'll be done within 5 minutes, inshallah, I promise, okay?
Okay, so just to wrap up. So one of the ways to deal with bullying, again, is to not keep it to yourself, because the more you let it fester, the more it's going to hold resentment and breed like a disease in your heart. You don't want to let it spread, and then you'll end up having very negative thoughts, even thoughts of hurting yourself. So you want to start from the beginning and tell someone. Let it out. Whoever that is, it could be a friend, a classmate, it could be your teacher, it could be your parent or a relative, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, someone you feel comfortable with, because that person is someone you trust, hopefully, and that will guide you. So Yusuf, he told his father when he was facing difficulties. So that's the way he did it. And then just to add on to that, peer pressure. So how can we deal with some of the pressures that we're facing from schoolmates or from friends? Well, one of the things is remember that don't give in to pressure just because if it's something that's known just to be cool or just like a new thing happening, like a trend, remember those things pass very quickly with time. So if that's what it is, then try to like label that and remember this is just a trend, this will pass. Don't give in if you're feeling uncomfortable. So check in with yourself, and if this doesn't feel right, learn how to say no and be okay with it. I know that takes forever. I mean, even as adults, like it's so hard for us to say no to people, but we have to, if you start now at a younger age and be confident in your no's whenever you say them, like that's gonna really get you a long way in life. Also to love yourself for who you are, the way you are. So I know that's a whole different topic, and we still struggle with it as adults, but if you start to look at yourself in the mirror and say positive things, even if you're not feeling good about yourself that day, try to support yourself, because at the end of the day, you're your best friend if you allow yourself, right? So try to be kinder to yourself and be around people who also accept you and make you feel good. So if those people are not making you feel good, that's a red flag then. Maybe you want to stay away from them or spend more time with the people that are like positive and laughing and making you feel good. And then just remember, we don't all have to be the same in order to be great. So there's beauty in diversity, there's beauty in your difference. There's something that each of you have to offer. Just never forget that. I know it sounds cliche, but when you're feeling down and stuff, those are the things that will help you remember that you are special. There's a reason why you're here. And lastly, don't add to the fuel and the fire. So don't judge others, and don't be on the other side where you're the problem too, and hurting others or judging them for something that they wore or something that they said. So try to look at it both ways, and inshallah you guys will be successful.
I get that little paper. Yeah, try it. It's okay, try it. Can I get a piece of paper from anyone? Just a fresh sheet of paper. Oh, we got, okay, Yoki got it.
Oh, so ask, come on, call a volunteer.
Huh?
Call a volunteer.
Okay. I got it, thank you very much. Swan is going to. Alright, Ahnaf, can I help you up here for 1 second? What am I? Just do whatever you want to this paper. Okay, let me see your strength. Don't rip it, but just do whatever. If you want to rip it, you can rip it, but just do whatever you want to it. Yeah, sure. Oh, okay.
He's wasting paper.
You are wasting paper, but it's a very important lesson behind it. That's good.
Okay, now tell him to undo what he did.
Okay, now I want you to undo what you just did to that paper.
Try your best.
Try.
So it should look something like this again.
Yeah,
this is what we started. Just try your best. And just make an attempt. It's a lesson. Just make an attempt.
No, ask him. Can you do it? Ask him.
It's okay. You finish it up.
Okay.
So this is. Go ahead.
Okay, so do you guys see the difference between the two papers? Were you able to put it back like this? No, right? No. No matter what kind of magic trick you guys know, there's no way that you can put it back, right? So this used to be a clean, beautiful, happy paper.
Thank you.
But unfortunately it got crumbled, right? So what do you guys think I'm trying to get at? Does anyone know? Yeah? What? Yes,
wow, mashallah.
Perfect. Mashallah. So if you hurt someone's feelings, then it's still with them. It still stays with them. That's what she said. So you guys understand. So if you say something to someone that's hurtful, like a negative word, then you don't know how they're going to take it. It might stay with them for a long time. They might not forget it. So just use that as a reminder, a visual to think before you speak, and if it's not nice, try to avoid saying it.
That's it.
And that's it. Do you guys have any questions or comments?
Food is not ready yet, so you guys gonna have to share something. So how about, okay, I get 2 from the boys, 2 from the girls, just like this. 2 things that you learn from Surah Yusuf or Prophet Yusuf that you can apply in your life. So 2 things that you can apply in your life from the boys, 2 things from the girls. So think it out. I want it as a group, okay?
Okay.
I pick one leader from your group, give him the feedback. Okay. For the girls to pick one person, she'll be the leader. She'll speak on behalf of the group, but the group's gonna provide her the answer. So tell your leader.
Like whoever provides the best response. Do they know what to do?
Alright, the leaders. Do you guys have a response yet or no? So whoever's the leader, you have to tell her first. Who's the leader?
You can do 2 groups.
Oh, who's a speaker, whatever. Okay, she's a speaker. Go tell
Let them
her.
do 2 groups. It's
Okay,
like the
fine.
younger girls and the older girls.
Let them communicate too, you know. Alright, brothers, do we have one response yet? Ready? Go ahead. Alright, guys, listen. Guys, listen.
Hey, that's a girl.
Okay, tell an adult, inform an adult if you're being bullied. Okay, very good. Going for the someone you trust. Okay, good. Alright, ladies, girls.
He had something.
Yeah, I will. I'll come back to you, okay, bro? You're next, but let the girls go first.
They still don't have anything.
Okay, so she said if you face an obstacle, something that you feel is like very difficult to overcome, be patient, keep trying, know that one day you will overcome it. Very good. Alright, last comment from the brother side. Go ahead, bro. MashaAllah. So what he said was, don't let anger take control of you and what you decide to do. Because Yusuf alayhi wasalam, as you all know, like he was deeply wrong, right? They left him for dead. He became a slave. He became a prisoner. Like he has to go through all these years of hardship because of what they did in one day. But he didn't hold it against them. He forgave them, all of them, and he embraced them as a family again. So don't let anger control you. That's a very, very deep remarks. Yeah, I really like that one. All right, sister, can we top this one? The last comment.
What is it?
All the younger ones, I mean, if you have a remark, go ahead. You can do it. Just sound it out in your head. What did you say?
Bullying can be hurtful?
What? Come up. What did you say?
Say it on the mic. I think so, right?
Alright, girls, we can wrap it up if you give your last remark. No, food is probably waiting downstairs.
Okay, she just left. You made her leave. Okay, whatever. Just let them go.
Alright, skip. Let the brothers go. Okay, alright, guys. The last remark. Go ahead, bro. That's it?
Bully. Yes.
Okay. Don't bully, guys, in case we forget. Alright, last one. Go ahead. Take it home. I'm sorry? That's an inside joke. Great. Okay. Alright. So like I said before, if you want to learn more about story of Yusuf, the best place to go is Surah Yusuf, okay? I hope we had a great time. I had a great time. I'm again sorry for being late. I had to rush through it, but thank you guys for being patient. This will be the end of it. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakallahu khairan.
Look, there they are bullying each other.
No bullying.
What is that? Oh, that's their phones. Wow, that's smart. Oh my god. I love that.
That's pretty smart, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise they'd all be just like on their phone. I'm like, I thought it was like food or something.
I know, right?